They have like 0 calorie zeri.
Yeah.
I can't talk.
Zeri.
0 calorie zeri section. And
we're at this counter, and I'm sure this guy's thinking, what is wrong with these people buying 50 pounds of Zeri?
just give it to someone on the streets or something. Just, hey, extra tank of gas. Here you go.
Hey, kids, want some gas?
No, wait.
I'm drinking tansan sweet.
Oh, what flavor?
No, it's just water flavor, unflavored. I'm just sad about tansan sweet in America. Tansan is carbonation, carbonic acid is another translation you see of it. And then sweet is water. So tansan sweet is sparkling water or carbonated water. And it tastes way better in Japan than it does in the US.
Who knows why? But yeah, there's a whole section if you go to a conbini, or even the jihankis will sometimes have it too. But they'll have a whole section just on carbonated water. And it's not sugared or anything. It's just flavored water, carbonated.
Yeah, they're getting better in the US. And now that I'm back, I've noticed it's more popular now. But the thing they do in the US is they put all kinds of flavors in it all the time. And it just tastes like chemicals to me. I just want like a nicely carbonated tansan sui that is maybe lemon or not any flavor at all.
Yeah, lemon is my favorite one. I used to not like it. I thought it tasted salty for some reason when I was growing up.
Yeah, I had a friend in Japan that said they couldn't drink carbonated drinks. They didn't like them at all. And I thought it was the weirdest thing ever.
Tansan sui, though, soft drinks will be probably a whole nother topic, but kind of related, I guess.
And if you're in Japan, go get Wilkinson tansan sui. It's the best. Yeah, sometimes, and they also have the extra ones, and they say like Saikyo Shigeki or whatever, and it's got extra carbonation, even though Wilkinson is more carbonated than ones that you already get in other countries.
It hurts your nose sometimes.
It should be painful to drink it. That's what I want from my tansan sui. I want it to be painful to drink.
It kind of is. But no, I grew up really looking forward to going to America because root beer was not a thing in Japan, and then root beer floats was really delicious. So whenever I did get to go to America over summer breaks or whatever, that would be my go-to thing. In Japan, for me, the equivalent of root beer floats were melon soda with ice cream, vanilla ice. So they would be called, nandakke? Do you know what they're called? They're everywhere.
They don't say like float, frotto.
Soda,
I don't know.
Melon frotto.
I don't know. I've never had one. People are getting angry. I've never even had a root beer float, actually.
Yeah, I'm going to be angry. It's cream soda.
Cream soda, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be listed as cream soda, but it's ice cream on top of melon soda anyway. Yeah.
Hey, there's that. The reason I'm always mentioning Kamata in these episodes is because Rei is from Kamata and her mom lives there. And so we're always spending a lot of time there when we visit. And the last time we were there, we were living there for about 2 years. Did you ever go to the matcha place in Kamata when you were visiting us? I don't know if it was open matcha when you were there. Place. They opened a matcha like senmonten in the station building, I think Nishiguchi, so west exit station building. And they had floats.
ちょっと待って、見たことあるような気がする。
でしょ? When I would go, I would always have such a hard time because do you just get a delicious... They have softa also, so this is what I'm talking about. This is the difficult thing.
No.
So hojicha... okay, you can see this menu. What are you going to get on this menu? This is not even the whole menu, by the way.
No, it's too hard. I would take 6 people with me and get every single ice cream as my solution.
Okay, so first of all, the first thing is hojicha mousse softo.
って何?
Yeah, what's mousse? Like mousse? What is mousse anyway? Cream?
Mousse. Yeah, I imagine like a pudding, kind of more gelatinous feeling, but it's still ice cream.
But we say mousse in English too. So I just don't know words. Anyway, hojicha is roasted green tea, right? So hojuju is roast. So hojicha. And hojicha is delicious and you can get it as a drink. So hojicha softo would be hojicha frozen yogurt or soft serve if you say soft serve, because I'm apparently the only English speaker who says that.
Soft serve. I have never heard. Before last time, I think we talked about it.
But it looks like there's something in the bottom of that because it says mousse softo. It looks like there's actual tea at the bottom, does it not?
Maybe there's a mousse at the bottom.
Which we don't even know what that is, but...
True.
Anyway, I thought they had floats at this place, and I used to always get, they just say frozen. Like this thing, it says matcha frozen. It's like a frappuccino.
I feel like that's a blend, yeah. And put it in a blender with matcha and maybe some ice cream. And here's a frozen.
And they have matcha Perrier, and so it's Perrier sparkling water with matcha. I wonder how that tastes.
You have to get every single thing.
I have some matcha powder in my kitchen. I'm going to try to mix it with tansansui and see if it tastes good.
ちょっと待って、この前ね。The other day, I tried putting matcha powder into plain Greek yogurt. Do not recommend.
It was awful?
めっちゃくちゃ微妙でした。Maybe if you've had like 黒糖 syrup or something, like brown sugar syrup or something, it might taste okay. But it was just not it. You need some sweetener.
Speaking of kuromitsu, brown sugar syrup, that's one of the ice creams I wanted to mention. We're talking about ice cream today, in case anyone's curious. Yeah. That's one of the ones I wanted to mention is these things. So you go to izakaya, and sometimes they'll have kuromitsu kinako ice. So kinako is that like sesame powder, right?
Ichigo I think it's soybean.
Is it? Okay. Soybean. Yeah, what am I saying?
Bean.
Whatever. It's something like that. And it's delicious powder. And kuromitsu is, brown sugar syrup. Like it's like a liquid. And then you put both of those on top of vanilla ice cream. And
I just, like, why are we not in Japan?
Yeah. So.
Hi.
Ice cream.
What is that?
Yeah. This is ikimi daifuku. And it's mochi ice cream. We have this in America as well.
You can find that one. Is that your favorite ice cream?
It's not. This is just some article where people ranked various ice creams you can buy at a supermarket or a conbini or whatever. And apparently this was one of the highest rated or the number one rated one. Best to buy.
It has a CM that sings Yukimi Daifuku at the end. They sell
I don't think I've seen those.
Through their CMs, yeah. Yukimi would be either translated into it looks like snow or you're looking at snow. In this case, I think they're trying to go for it looks like snow. And then daifuku. Daifuku wa are desho? It's a mochi with stuff inside. Daifuku usually has anko in it, but in this case, it has yuki in it. Yuki is snow.
And anko is the sweet red bean paste for those who are curious. And daifuku would be that in, I think it's always that. Maybe it's not always that. I thought it was always that inside mochi, but this is not inside of it. It's got ice cream in it.
Daifuku is the mochi outing, the coating, and then you can pretty much put whatever inside. So you can have ichigo daifuku, which has anko, but then it also has strawberries in it. So in this case, it has yuki, snow, crunchy ice inside the omochi. Yeah.
These are pretty good. I almost never get them, though.
There's so many other options. I don't know. It's not my go-to, but it is very good.
It is pretty good. So what are your go-tos?
Go-to wa ne, Caleb and I usually split the azuki monako. So we just talked about azuki. It's the bean paste.
Yeah.
Monako, I don't even know what the outside part is made out of, actually. But it's kind of like a soft cookie, but not crunchy. That one. Yep, that. But it's azuki instead of chocolate.
Oh, okay. I asked Ray what she calls these. Like, does she call them jumbo or does she call them monako? And the first time she said monako, and then she was sort of like wavering about what she would call it. I just always assumed they were called jumbo because it says jumbo in huge letters on the package. But I think a lot of native speakers are calling them just monako. Monaka.
Well, because in Japan, I feel like they could call anything jumbo. You could have a jumbo potato chips bag, or you could have a jumbo pocky bag. But if you say monako, it's that one. Yeah,
it's almost like when you get a cone for frozen yogurt, it's like that, only it's softer.
Oh,
and it's all the way around the ice cream. The standard one, the middle, is like a sheet of chocolate. But you're talking about, yours has vanilla ice cream and...
Yeah, so the casing is on the outside. And then there's one more layer inside the casing where it's coated in azuki. And then the inside is stuffed with vanilla ice.
I like the vanilla one the best. So no chocolate for me, thanks.
Yeah, Caleb and I usually split it in half, but it's very shareable.
Yeah, you can break them off into those little rectangles.
And I think that jumbo one has 4 columns, 2 rows. So you could technically split it with 8 people.
No, don't do that to yourself.
Yeah, just eat the whole thing.
The
Please
last time I
enjoy.
had one of these, I had the Vanilla Monaca Jumbo. And we were staying in an Airbnb visiting Tokyo just for a trip. And Ray's friend was in the Airbnb with us. And she was super pregnant, like gonna have her baby anytime. And I could see her just eyeing my Monaca like, as I got it out. And so I asked her if she wanted it. And I could tell she wanted it and was being a little shy. And so I ended up giving her, I broke off maybe 2/3 or 3/4 of it. And it's like the happiest I've ever seen a pregnant girl.
Oh man, that's a joy. These things are very good. And especially, I think probably the whole list you can buy at conbinis, which are on every single corner.
Unless we talk about softo, although oddly enough, you can buy softo, meaning frozen yogurt.
They come in little plastic cases and you just take the top off and you eat an ice cream that's in a cone. You can buy those.
Which is so weird. Like jaji softo. You know that one? I don't know why they call it jaji.
Jersey, じゃない? Jersey stick?
But what is that even? I don't know what that is.
Isn't it like what is it? I could be totally wrong, but like a New Jersey flavored, or the cow is from New Jersey or some Jersey place.
The cow's from New Jersey.
Yeah, the single cow.
I don't know if that's like a selling point for my ice cream. So anyway, this is like a brand. You go into the conbini or the supermarket and they'll have jaji gyunyu softo. And it looks like a frozen yogurt in a cone, only it's already been made and it's just sitting there in the freezer. And they're actually pretty good. They're not quite as soft as, actual frozen yogurt.
Softoってさ, is it frozen yogurt? I feel like it's actual yogurt. Wait, sorry. Actual ice cream.
Okay, is frozen yogurt actually yogurt?
Wait, I think there's a distinction between frozen yogurt and actual ice cream.
Okay, I don't know. I had a Japanese friend once get really angry at me for calling softo frozen yogurt.
違うと思うよ.
But I don't know what else to call it, because when I say soft serve, people seem to think that that's not something that you call these things. So it's softo. It's just a soft ice cream that it feels and looks like frozen yogurt. Let's just say that.
Sure. Yep.
But we don't think it's actually got yogurt in it.
Yes, I think it's just milk and normal ice cream making procedures.
Yeah, although to be honest, I thought that was true of frozen yogurt as well. So I don't know.
Oh, hey. Yeah. We need to go research our frozen yogurt.
Frozen yogurt. These are good, though, by the way. And so everything we're mentioning, you can buy at conbini or a supermarket. But sometimes if you go to mini stop, they do the softo for you. Yeah, and that one's really good.
Fresh. What's your favorite, though? You keep saying these are good.
Of like the ones you can buy at conbini or...
Just in general, what's your go-to? コンビニ行くからアイス買ってくるから何がいいみたいな聞かれたら What do you want from the コンビニ if you're getting ice?
Matcha味スーパーカップ
Super cup?
Yeah, you don't know super cup?
知らない What is it?
It's just a cup of ice cream.
Haagen-Dazs みたいな?
No,
just
but
a
not the
cup of
Haagen-Dazs
matcha
one.
ice
I want
cream?
the super cup matcha. It's this guy. You've seen it.
見たことある
I said
見たことある
super cup. They have
それ美味しいよね
a few flavors such as cho vanilla and matcha and choco cookie. But I like the matcha flavor one. Vanilla is pretty good too.
They also like putting cho before their titles as well. They'll put cho.
It's not just vanilla, it's super vanilla. These remind me of Sapporo because we used to get them all the time in the conbini by our house. I don't know why when I'm living somewhere all snowy, I was eating ice cream. I suppose because my apartment in Sapporo was warmer than any apartment I've ever had in Tokyo.
And nande? Is it smaller or something that your heater just warmed up faster or?
I think just buildings in Tokyo just
Insulation?
don't have good insulation in general. And in Sapporo, everyone will die if you don't have good insulation. Like our sliding glass door out to the balcony, like to hang clothes and stuff, it was 2 sliding glass doors. It's like double layered. All the windows were doubled, stuff like that. So our apartment was super warm. We had this awesome, I think they call it a stove. The gas was coming like from the building, so it was infinite stove, and it was really nice and warm heater.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. So our apartment was nice and toasty.
I had a friend in Japan that was posting about her gas stove, and in Japan, you go fill the gas tank to put in your stove.
Yeah. She had like a sekiyu stove, right?
And then everyone's like, is that dangerous? Is that, safe? Every Japanese household, I feel like, has one, or at least
in
had
cold
one.
areas. Yeah.
I had one growing up. Yeah.
Especially older houses. So when we first got to Sapporo, we thought that we had to buy one of those. So we looked everywhere and finally bought this like canister of gas for our stove. Then we go home and I'm trying to figure out where to put it in to like because we're really worried that our heat is going to run out because we're going to freeze to death.
Yeah.
And then finally we realized that there's just gas coming through the building because it's a newer building, and we bought our gas for nothing.
Did you end up using it on something? Or did you just have an extra tank of gas?
No, we didn't know how to throw it away either. So this was like right when we moved there. So we ended up keeping this gas like in our house for a long time, like 6 months, until we finally figured out how to get rid of it.
You just gave it to someone on the streets or something. Just, hey, extra tank of gas. Here you go.
Hey kids, want some gas?
No. On, the pit stops, because the older people have to go to the bathroom. Or the younger kids have to go to the bathroom too, I guess. But you go to the pit stops, and in the summers, they would have softo stands. But in the winters or whatever, and throughout the whole year, they'll also have softo jihankis. They sell softo in jihankis that just come out. Just put money in, comes out, and you can buy them.
That's pretty awesome. The fact that you can buy ice cream in general at vending machines is pretty great in Japan.
Yeah, that was kind of my favorite thing sometimes. It's like a road trip thing to do. You go to the ice cream jihanki and get a little popsicle or a softo, and you eat it while you're waiting for other people to go to the bathroom or something. It's pretty great.
I want to go on a road trip in Japan. I've driven so little there. Not next time, but eventually I'm going to rent a car or buy like ponkotsu kuruma, like a beater. What do you call a car that's not?
Ponkotsu kuruma, kawaii ne, nanka.
Yeah, ponkotsu kuruma. It's like a car that's like falling apart, like a cheap car. And then drive it across the country someday.
That'd be kind of fun.
When I do that, I'm going to go to Hokkaido. We're going to go to the lavender farm and get this lavender softo, which I just saw online when I was looking up ice creams just earlier.
What?
Yeah, apparently they have a lavender flavored softo cream, and it looks really good. And I suspect that lavender ice cream would taste good. Doesn't it sound like it would taste good?
Okay, wait. Have you had lavender anything food-wise?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Caleb's some relative, I want to say cousin, but I feel like it's wrong, made cupcakes for our wedding, and they were lavender flavored. It was, I think, the best cupcake I've ever had. But lavender flavored anything, I think, is really good. There is Salt and Straw, I think, in Redmond, Washington area. They have this honey lavender flavored ice cream that I always get. It is so good.
Wow, now I really want it.
So yes, you should go try it.
Yeah, this place, Farm Tomita. Somewhere in Hokkaido is this farm that grows lavender, and they sell lavender ice cream if you visit. So I'm going to get it for sure.
What? Okay, I think softo is one of those destination foods, I feel like, in Japan.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So
you're
let's
right.
say that, you go to Aso-san in Kumamoto. That's where I'm from. And so they have cows there. So they'll have miruku ice. That's their specialty thing that they kind of spec into and have. And you go there to eat that thing. I've also had sweet potato and like kurogoma softo as well. And they were kind of like a destination food to go seek out and try.
Yeah, now that you mention it, I have seen a lot of different flavors of softo when I'm traveling to different kankochi, like tourist destinations. That's a good point. I don't know. I should order them, but I usually don't. I don't know why.
You just go for the banana and
like,
matcha.
oh, cool, look. I just don't even get one. I'm like, oh, look, hey, they have, whatever flavor.
Yeah.
Have you had, I saw that I was looking up satsumaimo ice to see, because I could have sworn I saw some. And I saw this thing they had from, when I was looking up stuff, I saw this thing from 7-Eleven that said, it's a sweet potato ice bar.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Sweet potato, for some reason, is a snack / can be made into sweets. The flavor is really interesting and it actually goes really well with ice cream.
Surprisingly, yeah. I've had some of them. I haven't had this actual one right here, but I have had some things that were ice cream with sweet potato flavors in them.
Sweet potato 美味しい.
Yeah, sweet potato is different than satsumaimo though, right? It's like slightly different.
さつまいもはスイートポテトなんじゃない?
It's like a type of sweet potato, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Maybe. It's like a little group.
Yeah, maybe. Sweet. Look, they have a super cup sweet potato.
Hey,
I need to try that.
Now.
Maybe it's just a type of sweet potato, or maybe it's the same thing.
But also, they also spec into seasonal flavors too, like the sweet potato shukaku time when they can harvest sweet potatoes. Mm-hmm. You'll see all the sweet potato stuff come out. Yeah. Or the kabocha stuff will come out in the fall, or strawberry stuff will come out in spring.
I don't know when.
I don't know. Whatever.
But I think it's like winter, isn't it? Strawberries?
Winter, yeah.
This thing right here says yakimo ice. So I wonder if it's got like a grilled flavor to it or something.
Yakimo? Sweet, okay. Satoimo じゃないや. Is it satoimo? Oh my gosh, there's too many emo names.
Emo means potato, by the way. Hey, take a look at this ice cream that got ranked number 3 out of all the ice creams.
It's your favorite flavor, cheese.
What? Okay, so I understand that a cheesecake ice cream bar would be good, but just the fact that they call it cheese stick is hilarious to me.
It's just a umaibo.
Cheese stick is like... When I hear cheese stick, I don't think of a cheesecake ice cream stick.
I think of, what is it? The shred cheese.
Yeah, like string cheese.
Yeah, there we go.
Wait, do they call those? What do they call those in Japan? Because they have those too.
Cheese sticky じゃない?
Is it? Is it cheese stick?
I don't know. 伸びるってなんだろうね。伸びるチーズとか言いそうじゃない? Or 裂けるチーズだ.
Ah, 裂ける cheese, yeah. When I get super cup, these ice creams, I want it to be kachin kachin. Like.
カチンコチンだってスプーン通らないじゃん.
It will eventually. So kachin kachin is like frozen solid, like super frozen. It just tastes better that way.
ね、スプーン通らない. Doesn't go through.
Yeah. Your spoon won't go through it. But it will eventually, or if you just are patient and chip away at it.
I want my ice cream now. What's brain freeze in Japanese?
I have no idea. I don't know what that is. Do you know?
キーンってくるとかかな?
That sounds about right. Yeah, it would be something like that.
So I don't know what a few sound for brain freeze.
I've never had this one. Chocolate ice bar.
ブラックコーヒーとかじゃないの? 違うの?
I don't think so. Well, なんでブラックって? I guess it's like probably not that sweet. Like it's like
it
dark
looks
chocolate.
Like it should be that brand, the Boss Coffee Black. That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah. We can do a whole episode on coffee someday. How do you feel about giant cone?
なんか悲しいたい焼きみたいに sometimes it's like those sad たい焼き things that the tail doesn't have anything in it. That's how I feel towards it.
Why?
なんか物足りない I feel like I'm not fulfilled when I eat them.
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean. I've only had these once or twice, and I feel like it's the dagashi of ice.
それわかる. I totally understand what you're saying, I think. It's the cheap rip-off version of ice cream.
Yeah, it feels cheap, and you kind of feel like, I don't know, it's missing something.
I almost feel like they took a perfectly fine ice cone, and then they halved the density of that ice cream, and then made it into 2 separate ones.
Yeah, maybe.
That's how I see it. I don't know.
I don't dislike these things, these giant tokon. It looks like a drumstick, like if you know a drumstick in America, where they have the cone and the ice cream on top with the chocolate and nuts. So when I first bought one of these, I thought it was going to be like a drumstick, and it's not at all. Part of what it is like there's nothing sticking out of it. It's like a little bit. It's just a cone with this airy ice cream in it. It's not gonna be my go-to. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Do you like these? Azuki bar.
Azuki bar はね、なんかお母さんが食べるような気がする. I feel like my mom eats them. I'll go to her house and she'll have some. But they're good. I don't know. I like azuki.
Yeah, these are good. I do like them. So azuki is red bean paste, right? Wait, then what's anko? Now I'm getting confused.
ちょっと待って.
I don't know. Like, I know they're different. How do I explain it?
Is azuki chunky anko?
Maybe, huh? It's got like little pieces in it, huh, azuki? Anko it's like a well blended azuki.
It's pasted. Turned into paste.
Oh, okay.
Pasted. Pastified.
ペーストにされた。
そう。そんな感じで。Oh, wait, is that... Oh, no, just kidding. I thought that was... I used to... In the summer, my mom used to buy zeris that come in little tiny cups. Just 一口 size, one bite sized zeri cups.
Oh, you mean, こんにゃく畑?
そう、それ。なんで知ってるの? That exact one. Grape flavor. And we used to put them in the freezer.
These things.
Because they taste really good. Yeah, you freeze them. And then I used to stick straw into them and take, even though they're already tiny, I used to stick straws, boost, and then eat little chunks of them.
Yeah, so...
I'm just a weird child.
I'm going to try to explain what these are. So if you imagine this little container, it looks like a coffee creamer container. Like when you go to a diner or something and they have little containers of creamer to put in your coffee. It looks like that. Only the inside is jello or gelatin. I don't know what the word... Zeri, yeah. But zeri just means gelatin, right? But
yeah.
But when I say jello, I feel like people get the wrong idea. It's zeri. And it's like, a one-bite serving of it. And they have lots of flavors. I have a funny story about konnyaku batake. That's why I know what it's called. So when we went to Japan a couple of years ago, we were going to go to Korea like a week after we got there with Ray's mom. And so, which meant I was on a tourist visa. And Ray's mom wanted me to go to Donki and buy all kinds of stuff with my tax-free ability.
Yes.
Because we're on a tourist visa, you can get away with not paying sales tax. They have a special counter, and it's like a 10% sales tax in Japan, so it's a pretty big deal. And Ray's nephew loves konnyaku batake, so they told me to get a bunch of it, and we asked how many, and they said some amount, like get 30 of them or something, 30 of the big packages or something.
30 packs?
Right, okay, right? And so we get there, and 30 packs of these things was like... It's like 50 pounds of zeri. And so we're at this counter, and I'm sure this guy's thinking, what is wrong with these people buying 50 pounds of zeri? He wrap it in this bag because you're not supposed to open it until you leave the country. He puts all this tape over and all these warning labels, and he told us about 50 times, like, do not open this while you're in Japan. You can't open it until you leave the country. That's why it's tax-free. And we're like, yeah, whatever. And then because it was so heavy, we ended up having to take a taxi back to Ray's mom's house, which completely negated the fact that we got away with paying no sales tax. So it was completely...
so much konnyaku batake.
Yeah, it was completely pointless. So I was lugging this like huge thing of zeri across Tokyo. And we ended up getting a taxi because there's other stuff we got too. And we just totally negated the savings. And we got to Ray's mom's house, and she immediately ripped open the bag and started moving it into suitcases. And Ray was like, you're not supposed to open that. And she was like, it's fine. We should mention zeri, because I feel like it's the dessert for dieters in Japan.
They have like 0 calorie zeri.
Yeah.
I can't talk.
Zeri.
0 calorie zeri section. Even in conbinis, supermarkets. Supers will have them. They'll also have,
they have lots of flavors. They're sort of on rotation. And they're really good.
On rotation. I really like nata de coco zeri. They have
another one.
I can't remember. I think there's, I don't know. Whatever nata de coco is, it's a chunk of white blocks that are in the zeri.
What is nata de coco? It's like
I
think it's a word, isn't it? Like in Spanish or something.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I feel like I've seen that in English before.
All these words, I don't know what they are. I just eat them.
A lot of these zeri packs have those, they have like the hard squares of it in the bottom. And it's really good. I used to eat these a lot in Japan.
Chunky gelatin cube. Just floating in the zeri.
Do you like gelatin? You're going to love chunky gelatin at the bottom of your gelatin.
黒ごまゼリーとかあるじゃん。黒ごま flavored アイスクリームとか、黒ごまアイスとか、黒ごまゼリーとか、黒ごまプディング black sesame seed flavor something.
Yeah, those are good.
It's actually really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So this one here is called Mascatto. And going to Japan and seeing a bunch of desserts and zeri labeled Mascatto aji is what taught me that that's a type of grape.
英語じゃ言わないよね. You don't say that in English.
I don't know. Apparently, we don't speak English anymore.
Yeah. マスカットってアメリカ人に言っても分かんないと思う。
I think if you drink wine, you might know because they make wine with it.
グリーングレープ。
Yeah. Well, the Zeddy is pretty good.